How's it going, everyone? It's FinnCDs and welcome back to another video. And today we are going to discuss my top 10 favorite bands of this moment in time. This is, so this is the 14th of July 2026. So, yeah, it is 14th of July 2026. So, things are subject to change, but at the minute, this is my 1 to 10 in order. And coming in 10th place on my list is Pierce the Veil. Just because they're number 10 doesn't mean they aren't an amazing band. Again, this is still top 10 out of all of the bands I've listened to. I just love Vic Fuentes' voice. I just love all the band members and how they play their instruments so well. It's just such a well put together band, and I think it's just, top of the screamo genre right now. My top 3 songs by Pierce the Veil have to be King for a Day at number 3. At number 2, I'd probably put Hell Above. At number 1, I'd put I'd Rather Die Than Be Famous. And my favourite album by them, obviously, no competition, has got to be Collide with the Skies. It's just a 10 out of 10 record. The next artist coming in my number 9 slot is the amazing, quite brand new band, Good Kid. Now, Good Kid is a quite recent band to come out recently, if that makes sense. And they only have one album, they have one game soundtrack, and have four EPs that are just amazing, they're immaculate. So overall they have maybe 35 songs at most, but they are just such a good band. Everything they do, they give it like 100%. Most of their music videos are animated. The only reason I didn't pick an animated music video was to just show off that they're just, them as actual people. Probably the only rock indie band that will ever make it into my top 10, just because their creativity and their singer's voice to me is just an amazing voice. And my top 3 songs by Good Kid are definitely Premier Inn at number 3, Mimi's Delivery Service at number 2, and Cicada at number 1. I know it's their most popular song right now, but it's popular for a reason. And obviously their best album, because there is only one so far, is definitely Can We Hang Out Sometime. The next band on my list, I'm placing number 7th in my favourite bands list, is Set It Off. Now, Set It Off is an amazing band. It was the band that got me into just rock and metal music in the first place. It's just an amazing band. I listened to them and I was like, what's similar? And then it spiraled from there. Panic, MCR, Fall Out Boy, Bring Me, everything spawned from this band for me. I've seen them live one time. They're absolutely amazing live. I'd love to see them again, because when I saw them, this album wasn't actually out yet. Rotten wasn't even out yet. Rotten wasn't out when I saw them. And now it is, and I really want to hear it live. My top 3 favourite songs by Set It Off have definitely got to be Projector at number 3, I'd put Lonely Dance at number 2, and then I'd put Rotten at number 1, because Rotten is the best song they've ever put out. I hope they put out more stuff like this. Apparently they're still in the studio right now, so who knows. And my favourite album has to be their brand new release of their self-titled album. It's just so good. But if you would have asked me before this album came out, I would have definitely said Elsewhere, because that album, is amazing. The next artist in my top 10, coming in at number 7, we have System of a Down. Now, System of a Down, they haven't released an album in 22 years, but they still hold up really strong. They just did a London show. Would have loved to have gone, but I just had My Chemical Romance and I was, feeling a bit beaten up, so I thought I'd leave it out, All of the members are an absolute master of their craft. Serge Tankian on his vocals with his just amazing voice. You've got Darren Weeks on guitar, just absolutely pumping it out, amazing. The drums, the bass, it all comes together, makes an amazing band. But then, what can you say about System of a Down that hasn't been said already? Perfect discography, any perfect songs, just, 1 billion streams on mobile songs. My top 3 System of a Down songs definitely have to be, at number 3, I would put Prison Song. Prison Song's, again, amazing. At number 2, I'd put Sugar. Definitely put Sugar at number 2. Sugar's an amazing System song. And at number 1, bit of an underrated pick here, I'd probably put Question. And although I'm holding the Toxicity album with me, my favourite album by System is definitely Mesmerize. Coming in at number 6 on my list, we have Panic at the Disco. Now, Panic at the Disco is an amazing band. You know, they came out because of Fall Out Boy. They started with 4 members, first 2 albums, absolutely amazing. Then it slowly dwindled until it was the Brendan Urie project. But personally, me, I don't even mind the Brendan Urie project. I think his albums are good. Hence why we started off with Death of a Bachelor being shown. Now, obviously, you can't really say much about Panic at the Disco when it comes to members, because they're not very consistent. All I know is that that one cover of Karma Police they did is absolutely perfect. Brendan Urie's got an amazing voice, obviously, and he does a lot of stuff on his solo project by himself, which I think is incredible. Like, I'm pretty sure Death of a Bachelor was almost completely made on his own, which is so monumentous. My top 3 favourite Panic at the Disco songs would definitely have to be, in number 3, I'd put Colourful, off of Too Weird to Live. For number 2, I'd put Time to Dance, an amazing song off the first album. And my number 1 spot of songs for Panic at the Disco would definitely be Nearly Witches. An amazing song, last song on their Vices and Virtues album, just amazing. And that leads into my favourite Panic at the Disco album, which is 100% Vices and Virtues. It's just got the perfect amount of songs on it, the perfect songs on it in general. It's just really good. Now, kicking off the top 5, we are starting with... Shit, it's backwards. Fall Out Boy at number 5. Now, Fall Out Boy is a legacy pop punk band. They're a 10 out of 10 band, honestly. You can't say much about them. Just all around great, all from their first album, Take This to Your Grave, and up to their newest, Being So Much for Stardust. An amazing discography. The band mostly gets carried by Pete Wentz and Patrick Stump, but the guitarist, well, the other guitarist, and the drummer also pull their weight and have been there since pretty much day one. My top 3 favourite Fall Out Boy songs would have to be American Sweetheart at number 3, Headfirst Slide at number 2, and Tiffany Blues at number 1. And from those picks, if you couldn't tell, my favourite Fall Out Boy album is 100% Folly of Dukes. Folly of Dukes is a 10 out of 10 album. It doesn't get much better than this, to be honest. And Brendan Urie does make a feature on it on $20 Nosebleed, so really sick. And in our number 4 spot, we have the one, the only, Linkin Park. Now, Linkin Park is easily the best nu metal band out there. You can't really knock them on anything. Their first 3 albums are absolutely perfect in my opinion. And I think their newest with Emily is even probably an 8 out of 10. And if you include the deluxe tracks on the album with Emily, I'd even say it's a 10 out of 10 to be honest. But yeah, Linkin Park have been around the block. They know what's up. They've got hits after hits after hits. Bloody, in the end, Numb, Bleed It Out. There's just so many good ones. For newer examples, Heavy is the Crown, Emptiness Machine, man. They're so good. And for my top 3 Linkin Park songs, I definitely put Faint at number 3, Paper Cut at number 2, and Lying From You at number 1. Those are my picks. I know it's just the first 2 albums, but that's because those 2 first albums are 10 out of 10. And my favourite Linkin Park album out of the first 2 is definitely Meteora. I think it's got just a wider variety of songs that I absolutely love. Although, I will always love Hybrid Theory forever. Now we are down to our top 3 artists. Now, making some people a little mad now, my number 3 spot I'm giving to Electric Callboy. Now, Electric Callboy is a bit more of a recent band I started listening to, but every time I listen to them, I like them more and more. Techno is an amazing album. I think Techno is literally a 10 out of 10 album to me. And they've got this new one coming out, and every song on that release so far is an absolute banger. Probably going to be 10 out of 10 again. And just songs, you know, they're just so fun. I like the mixture of just metal screams and just electronic. I think it sounds really good. My top 3 songs for Electric Callboy, I definitely put Ratata in number 3. In number 2, I would put Spaceman. And at number 1, I'd have to put Reverie. Reverie is an amazing song. And my favourite album, of course, it's gotta be Techno. I mean, until the new album comes out, this will probably be my favourite. It might change when the new one comes out, because the new songs are just so good. Now into our number 2 spot. Was it even a debate? We have Bring Me the Horizon. Now, Bring Me the Horizon is one of those bands that started ages ago, and they've just evolved ever since. They've only gotten better. They've kept with the trends. They just, they're getting more electronic, which everyone loves. But back in the day, they were deathcore, which we just heard with their new Repented album that just came out. Oli Sykes has never changed by the sounds of it. He seems to literally only be getting better with his screams and shouts. Because if you compare original Count Your Blessings with the new one is just a million times better. Plus, it's got Dehumanized on it, which is an amazing song. Oh no, top 3 Bring Me the Horizon song. When it comes to favourites, in number 3, I'd put Kool-Aid off their newest album. At number 2, I'd put Doomed off of That's the Spirit. And in number 1, I'd have to put Top 10 Statues That Cried Blood. 10 out of 10 song in my opinion, it's so amazing. And my favourite album by Bring Me the Horizon is Posthuman Next Gen. Now, the number 1 spot, my number 1 favourite band of all time. What else did you think it'd be? Is it any competition at all? It's obviously My Chemical Romance. Now, My Chemical Romance is the perfect band. Let's be honest here, people. 4 albums of absolute chaos, amazing songs all around. Nice single sleeper on any of them. Plus, their fucking their EP set they did, the Conventional Weapons, 10 out of 10. I don't know why they haven't released it fully. The world building they do with Danger Days, with the Black Parade, with 3 Cheers, they all tell stories, really good stories at that. Gerard, Mikey, Ray, fucking Frank, they just put such good music together. My top 3 My Chemical Romance songs are definitely, at number 3, I'd put Boy Division off of Conventional Weapons. At number 2, I'd definitely put Vampire Money. And at number 1, I'd put Dead. And my favourite, absolute favourite album by them is Danger Days. Love Danger Days so much. The story, the world, the songs, all of it put together. Mad Gear Missile Kid EP. Conventional Weapons, to me, that's canon to this. It just all adds up so nicely. And that has been my top 10 artists of all time as of this far. Now, obviously, this is subject to change, so maybe I'll make an updated video, maybe once every 6 months. I think that could be fun. Now, I just absolutely love sharing my passions, obviously, on this app, which is number 1, music. So if you have any suggestions on any videos I should make, please let me know in the comment section. Here is a final list of all of the bands we've talked about today, 1 through 10. If you enjoyed, please like, maybe subscribe, that could help. And I guess as we say often on this channel now, I'll see you later.